Leah's flying gem. And with that, we have beaten Pokemon White 2 with only Snivy. I'm not kidding. This single Snivy can win it all. But I want to show you how I made it here. So let me take you on yet another journey across the Unova region, all on Black and White 2's built-in challenge mode. We started our little adventure, and obviously I went with our silly green guy. But only the greatest of great Snivies has a chance at beating the entire game. So I reset until I got one with good enough attack and speed. That definitely didn't almost die to our very first rival fight against Chat. Oh, why would you crit me? And with my partner to the end now battle-hardened and bloodthirsty, we leave our quaint town to finally touch grass. As does Alder apparently, when he was desperate enough for the outside to just jump off a cliff. But just gets back up and, as we all do with a broken leg, just walks it off. Because you can just do that. We make it to Flockasy Ranch, where Chat tries to test their critical hit ratio on tackle again. But they were so focused on that, I guess they forgot they had a type advantage with Ember? You guys are terrible. Team Plasma bullies a dog. We tell him, hey, bucko, that ain't very kind. And he has his whole world changed. Taking our own advice, we beat up 2 infants as a 12-year-old, and not being satiated, head back to their school to attempt to also beat up their teacher. As you've probably noticed by this point, the levels of the opponent's Pokemon are a bit higher than normal. That's just one quirk of challenge mode to make the run a little harder, is what I would have said, but apparently Black and White 2's challenge mode is a bit broken, where Pokemon appear to be higher leveled, but their stats are equal to that of normal mode, though they retain the smarter AI, better movesets, and every other change. In challenge mode, Sharon adds a Pidove to his roster and gives us Lillipup and Oranberry, along with some extra moves all round, though for some reason his Pidove doesn't have a single flying type move, so for what could have been an annoying roadblock, it's essentially irrelevant. On Patrat, we set up 2 growths, double Vine Whip, wear down his Lillipup, and then 2 tackles to take out Pidove. Badge 1 and our reign of terror upon Unova is just beginning. They try to give us Return, pleading for us to be friendly towards others, which is a waste of time. But Return is an insanely good move and will be a staple for the rest of the run. This hiker tries to stand in our path, but like everyone else, he's cut down. And we also stop Snivy from reaching adolescence because we want to instill as much childhood trauma as possible, reaching Verbank City in the process. Maneuvering around the alleyways, we cleared out Verbank Complex, learned Leech Seed, and picked up a Silk Scarf. The next step on our conquest is Roxy. In challenge mode, she adds a Grimer to her team and gives Coughing and Whirlipede healing berries. Her entire team revolves around physically defensive poison types with Venoshock, which doubles in damage when the opposing Pokemon is poisoned. I mean, we might as well just see how much Return does, like, base to Coughing. Like, does it do at least half? It doesn't even do half. Oh my god. Yeah, that's rough. So, yeah, this is literally the worst possible gym type to have this early in the game. My Snivy isn't bulky enough to take hits and isn't strong enough to deal out decent damage. But that doesn't mean we're lost for a strategy. It's just, it would require putting in a little time elsewhere. So I took up a part-time job exterminating the local Audino population. You know, they've gotten cocky recently, so someone's got to put them down. Contrary to how it may seem, this isn't just gaining levels for level's sake. Well, yes, we do need to be bulkier. The thing about the first Roxy attempt was that Return was not at full power. And so letting Snivy actively go into genocide against an entire species develops a very healthy and long-lasting friendship, maxing out Return's base power at 102. We also learned Leaf Blade, which will be our stab grass move for the rest of the run. With Heavy Feet, we stomp our way back into Roxy's gym and challenge her once again. This time against the Coughing, we open with Leech Seed to gain our HP back over time. With 8 levels worth of Audino slaughtering, Snivy tanks the Venoshock. We then set up twice with Growth, doubling our attack, and use our newly buffed Return to take out the Coughing. Grimer comes out, and even though its special attack is weaker than Coughing, that doesn't mean shit when it crits you twice in a row, Freshwater, and then another crit. Luckily, I Leech Seeded on turn 1 of Grimer, so as the heal spam occurred, it slowly drained its health enough to where Return could grab the KO. Her final and hardest Pokemon is Whirlipede. Base 85 defense with a Citrus Berry to recover when we don't one-shot. We just Return. It should do about 75%. Or just one-shots, okay, goddamn! Never mind, that thing has no defense, what the hell? Badge 2 obtained. Before we can go on, our employer loved our work on the Audino so much that we got offered to become a Hollywood star. Not bad for a part-time job, but it was over as soon as it started, as I don't think an angsty 12-year-old girl and her genocidal Snivy should be in the spotlight for too long. It might replace the bloodlust with the desperate desire for attention, which isn't helpful to the ultimate objective. Speaking of unhelpful, Team Plasma seems to have forgotten our wise words of wisdom, and for that we exercise divine punishment. And rewarding our fantastic behavior, we are allowed entry to Castelia City. Immediately, bam, a free bicycle, rare candy, miracle seed, scope lens, amulet coin, Eviolite, which I definitely didn't forget was a thing for the entire rest of the run and didn't forget to grab at all. There's a crazy amount of good items here. Cleared out Castelia sewers, Colress talking about Colress things, and it was time for the bug type gym. Berg specializes in the move Struggle Bug, which damages and lowers the special attack of the opponent. In challenge mode, Berg is quite different. He drops the Swadloon and adds the duo of Shelmet and Carablast, gives his Dwebble a Citrus Berry, and gives his Acely Vanny the flying type move Aerial Ace. This would be a lot if Snivy hadn't learned a move that practically makes the difficulties of this gym irrelevant. Coil, a move that buffs attack, accuracy, and defense all at once. The fact that it boosts defense combined with Berg's team order makes this fight honestly a joke. We use Leech Seed to break it sturdy, set up with Coil, and Leaf Blade to take out Dwell. Return the Kacero Blast, and the first fully evolved Pokemon of the run, Leavanny, comes out attempting to use Struggle Bug. Oh, that does fuck all. What? Wait, why did that do nothing? I mean, I know Struggle Bug's only base 30, but wow, yeah, that is very, very pathetic. Oh my God! I'm sorry for calling you pathetic. I am in crit range, but we should be fine. Just don't crit. Thank you. I was waiting for it to crit so hard, dude. And Shelmet goes down without a fight, receiving badge 3. Though through the slaughter, I do want to say that this is the end of the early game. Fully evolved Pokemon will become the norm soon enough. And it's up to me to make sure this creature has enough mentally scarring imagery to do my bidding. Anyway, we find Colress talking about how to power a magnet, and he gives us a live demonstration. Cleared out Desert Resort, getting to the most important place in the run, Join Avenue, Nimbasa City. Because in the Pokemon Center, they sell the TMs for Reflect and Light Screen, which boost physical defense and special defense by 1.5 times respectively for 5 turns. And to make it even sweeter, I can backtrack a bit and obtain the Light Clay held item on Route 4, which boosts the duration from 5 turns to 8 turns. For some reason, this item is exclusively in White 2, making it the only version difference that matters in the run. I also cleared out Route 16 and Route 5, and stopped by for a swing at everybody's favorite part of Pokemon, the musicals. I would like to choose my dead rat, please. His silly Can-An tennis racket. He's about to win the game of love. We're gonna use the appeal. No, you are not. We are stealing your spotlight, buddy. We just gotta pray that his show is good enough. Oh, the roll? I didn't know he was built like that. Ooh, did we get comments from the audience? Oh, elegant is damn right. A couple rides and a fashion walk later, the electric type gym is here. Challenge mode Elisa adds new moves to her Pokemon like the super effective Aerial onto a Mulga. She adds a Joltik to her team and a couple berries. Her main gimmick is to constantly Volt Switch from Pokemon to Pokemon, but because it's resisted by her Snivy, the AI will opt to go for moves that cause status effects first and then the moves that do the most damage, neither of which are Volt Switch. It just so happens that all the damaging moves the AI will opt to go for are physical, so I taught her newly obtained TM and equipped Light Clay. I also thought Ring Out was good because it starts at base 150 power, but because it's special, return would have just been better here. Barring any crits, I set up with Coil and Leaf Blade my way through Elise's team, obtaining badge 4 with little issue. Taking the victory walk down the runway, we're able to show off our little Snivy covered in the blood of her enemies. Speaking of, chat shows up to give us lore which we really don't care about. Honestly, if he wanted me to pay attention, he would have had a better time making a musical about it. Now, I have a confession. This run technically isn't possible to beat using only Snivy in battle because of this man right here. Heartbreaker Charles. He wanted to impress a girl, so he created a new style of battle that makes a solo run impossible. The triple battle. We need 3 Pokemon. So I caught Warm Cereal and joining hands with Burnt Toast, I was allowed to perform the battle. Now in saying that makes this a solo run with an asterisk. In battles that use more than one of my Pokemon at once, I have to waste actions with the additional turns I get from the other Pokemon, and can only use Snivy's turn. But apparently even in a 1v3, Charles didn't have enough turns and had his heart broken. I'm a heartbreaker. My name's Charles. Riding a bike and becoming the wind fits a bad boy like me. One of the best characters in the Pokemon series. Crossing the bridge, we make it to Driftvale City, encountering the ex-members of Team Plasma talking about saving Pokemon and saving their Lord N. It makes me think a lot about our tirade across the Unova so far, and if I'm even right in doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna go Murder Clay. The ground type gym is in contention for the easiest gym in the run. Challenge mode Clay adds an Onix to his team, changing some moves to work better with his gimmick, and adds a couple citrus berries. Clay's team is built around the lead Krokorok setting up the weather effect Sandstorm to buff the rest of his team in various ways. My goal was our tried and true strategy, Reflect, Coil, Leaf Blade. Though unfortunately, this Krokorok likes to use Torment, which makes it so I can't use the same move twice in a row. Leaf Blade Krokorok, set up more coils, Onix goes down to Sturdy and kabooms, Leaf Blade Sandslash, and finally, Excadrill. Oh, because of the Torment. I think we just Coil then for a defense boost. Oh my God, what? So easiest gym barring any crit rock slides. Leaf Blade Krokorok, Kaboom, Leaf Blade Sandslash, and finally Leaf Blade Excadrill, snagging badge 5. As a reward for breaking his bones, Clay invites us to the perfect place for cultivating Bloodlust, the Pokemon World Tournament. Oh, guys, there's another roadblock. You cannot be Pokemon White 2 with only Snivy. Solo run with 2 asterisks. A mandatory 3 battles in a row, including a rival fight, a rematch against Charon, and Culver's talking about how to power 3 hull magnets. Healing items are illegal, and if you lose, you restart the entire thing. Fight number 1, chat. Oh, you lead with Pignite. Why do you lead with Pignite? I think I outspeed Coil and live 1 hit. This Pignite's only level 25. I don't think it can do that much. Oh, it didn't even use Flame Charge or anything? What? Weirdly, it only spammed Takedown, giving me the chance to set up and sweep. Return Pignite, return Tranquil, Leaf Blade Simipool. Fight number 2, Charon. Leaf Blade, Leaf Blade, Leaf Blade. Fight number 3, Colress. Just for this fight, I taught Light Screen over Reflect to give us more bulk. Light Screen, Coil once, and Leaf Blade Magneton and LGM. Colress tries to play the long game with Paralysis and Confusion, but with a missed Gear Grinds and a lucky Parafusion bypass, Clink goes down. Massive dub, massive dub. Coming out of the World Tournament, we just so happened to conveniently find a massive ship that also just so happened to be Team Plasma's mobile base. They're just pupilless. They're just soulless. It was an artistic choice. Chad, I think we suck, so let's get Zekrom. Yeah, let's just grab Zekrom from N real quick. It's fine. They get beat the hell up, and we magically lose track of their massive flying ship in its entirety. But never mind that, because we have to continue our conquest, clearing out Route 6 and Chargestone Cave, only losing to the world's most powerful Magmar twice in a row before reaching Mistralton City. Get me out of Chargestone Cave after 2 wipes. Mr. Alton cleared out Route 7 and Celestial Tower before running across a perfectly safe runway, hoping not to get brutalized by an incoming plane. Entering the flying type gym, Skyla in challenge mode adds a Sigilift to her team, along with stronger moves, more type coverage, and a couple citrus berries. Overall, this shouldn't be too difficult, as long as I can set up Reflect and Coil on her lead Swoobat. I'm expecting Acrobatics, and we're gonna Reflect. Oh, Psychic. No, the Spadef drop, are you serious? We could have lived another, dude. I thought she'd Acrobatics. Does Psychic really do more? But Acrobatics is stab and it gets double because she has no held item. Oh, wait, does she not see that Acrobatics is stronger because the AI only sees base 55, not base 110? You learn something new every day, I guess. I think this attempt's rip. Oh, rip, dude. Wait, we lived? What? I would have coiled. Wait, how did we live that? We had a Spadef drop. I mean, I'll take it. Wait, we might not be screwed here. Apparently, I am able to set up Return Swoobat. Skarmory resists all of my attacks, but since I'm set up, I just brute force my way through with Return. I was a little nervous of being outsped in one shot by Sigilift or Swanna, as I had my special defense halved from her Swoobat's Psychic. So right before I killed Skarmory, I used a safety X speed to guarantee me going first. We played Swanna and returned Sigilift, acquiring Badge 6. After getting beaten by our singular Snivy, Skyla decided that she would bend to our will and reluctantly flew us to the opposite side of the region. Otherwise, we would brag about how our entire team got slaughtered by such a little guy. Lentimus Town. Makes you feel a little thirsty out in the middle of nowhere. Can't believe they don't have a single well or anything. There is a lot of fluff between Gym 6 and 7, so here we go. Leaving Lentimus, we clear out the Strange House and Reversal Mountain, ending up in Undella Town, where Chad decides that they're finally tired of losing and they choose to join us in attempting murder. Okay, on Pheasant, I'm gonna Reflect. Oh, he taunted. I can't use Coil. Ah, interesting. I mean, Return will probably do a decent amount. If we win, bring Burnt Toast back. Tall order, guys, tall order. Oh my God, that did exactly half. I need to wait for Taunt to run out. Use a physical move on Pheasant. Oh, Air Slash sucks so much. That's a crit! So am I grabbing Burnt Toast? Okay, that's one. This time though, with Light Screen on my side, they don't stand a chance. It's not out yet, I guess we just return again? This will do over half, so now +1. Damn, that did a lot more, wow. That's it. No! Okay, fair play. That's 2. This time I'll equip Light Clay, we'll set up, and I won't get crit. Burnt Toast doesn't smell like burnt toast. That's about as nice as you're gonna get. You guys are frothing at the mouth at a measly 2 times. Not this time, you stupid bird. Why do you keep using Detect? You're a piece of shit. +2. Go away. You're not dead. Die. Oh, I get the crit when it doesn't matter. I get the crit when it doesn't matter, dude. If I don't one-shot on Pheasant at +2, there's no way I one-shot Embor. I'm just gonna heal and see what he does. I'm gonna hope he rollouts or something. Take down a free heal. I'm so sorry you trained up such a terrible Pokemon. Like, I honestly think it's just a skill issue at this point. That must be the worst Embor I've ever seen in my life. Trained by my chat, my hero. And now this is where I fast forward because we cleared Route 13, dying to a Lampent, going through all 5 stages of grief, deciding to give up, reaching Lacanosa Town. Meeting Zinzolin. Immediately leaving Lacanosa, clearing Route 12, reaching Village Bridge, crushing this man's dreams, clearing Route 11, finally reaching Opelucid City, just to leave and clear out Route 10 to then finally take on the Dragon type gym. Before we get to the leader, this gym has a mandatory choice between a rotation battle and a triple battle that you both need 3 Pokemon for. Add a 3rd asterisk. Luckily, rotation battles are still 1v1, so I don't have to worry about using another Pokemon besides Snivy. Getting to the main point, Drayden in challenge mode, like the others, adds an Altaria to his team, adds some coverage moves, and a couple berries. This might be unexpected, but this was by far the easiest gym in the run. His lead, Druddigon, is free to set up on. Oh, but it has Crunch. That can lower defense, which would be annoying. Nope, his Druddigon has the ability Sheer Force, removing the secondary effects of all moves to do boosted damage. Reflect, Coil 6 times, and return. Return Altaria, return Haxorus, return Flygon, robbing Drayden of a future, and taking my prize Badge 7. This is what I was searching for. The amount of power I feel in the palm of my hand is glorious. I can take on anyone, anything. Yeah, not that. But I can slaughter Team Plasma. And something DNA Splicers, Shadow Triad, Super Sick Awesome Marine Tube, Humalau City. Entering our final gym, and he's not here. I then proceeded to get lost for an hour looking for him. Did I just go the wrong way? Where am I supposed to go? But that's not what matters. Entering the water type gym for definitely the first time. Challenge mode Marlin adds a Mantine to his team, adds more coverage moves, and adds an additional citrus berry. This is the only instance of this in the run, but Marlin changes his lead Pokemon from Kacero to Wailord to build his team around Rain Dance. This is worse for us because Wailord has Ice Beam, but it's not bad for the reason you may be thinking. Honestly, it's just better to let the clip speak for itself. We good? What? That's a 10% chance! So I didn't account for the Ice Beam freeze. Gonna be honest on that one. Well, that sucks. What? No way! Can you stop? What are you gonna do next? Crit me? Because he just hacks me to death. What the f? He's 3 for 3. No fucking way, dude. He really doesn't want me to set up, huh? That's crazy. 4 for 4 in all my like over a decade of playing Pokemon. I have never seen 4 freezes in a row. It's no way there's 5. No way it's 5. Thank God. Can somebody calculate the odds of that? I'm just gonna stall out Rain because I don't want the Mantine outspeeding me because that is Air Slash. That's a crit. Okay. What the fuck was with that Wailord, dude? Okay, so remember when I said this was gonna be the easiest gym leader and we were just gonna spam Leaf Blade? Well, apparently the counter to that strategy is to just freeze Lamau and crit Lamau. Apparently, if I'm doing the math correctly, which is probably not, 4 freezes in a row is a 1 in 10,000 chance. Yeah, I didn't realize Marlin was capable of having luck rarer than a shiny Pokemon to freeze me to death. So surely we don't roll the 1 in 10,000 again. Right? Right? Round 2. He Ice Beams. It's a 10%. It's a 10%! Thankfully, it was only the one time, and I was able to set up the coils I needed while stalling out the rain. Leaf Blade Wailord, Leaf Blade Mantine. Kacero has sturdy Citrus Berry, but it doesn't matter when he gets greedy. Leaf Blade Kacero, Leaf Blade Jellicent, earning the final badge, badge 8. Apparently, Marlin was angry from losing, so he just jumped out of his gym and swam away with the temper tantrum. I cleared out Route 22, Colress appears and gives us Colress things. You know, this guy has been oddly helpful. I sure hope he isn't the current leader of a terrorist organization. Retracing my steps from earlier, we end up finding a ship that looks eerily similar to the one that just did an act of domestic terrorism. Eventually, after too many battles, we have to face the mastermind behind all this. What do you mean it's Colress? Not the betrayal! Colress leads Magneton with Eviolite, which is a perfect time to set up 5 coils. Leaf Blade Magneton, Leaf Blade Magnezone, Leaf Blade Klinklang, Leaf Blade Matang, Leaf Blade Behemoth. Thanks to Colress letting us through, we finally get to witness one of Ghetsis' world-acclaimed speeches. The wonderful era in which I am the absolute ruler of the universe finally arrived. I'll let you take care of this. Okay, all right, old man, let's get you to bed. Now it's time for the main event. Jeremy, gonna eat it? Yummy! White Kyurem. Can you beat White Kyurem with just a single Snivy? Okay, so how are we beating Kyurem? I guess we light screen just for shits and giggles. How much does return do? I'm 20 levels higher. Oh my God. Dude, I don't know why he's using Dragon Breath. He could literally just use Fusion Flare and murder me. Or Ice Burn. Why is he using Dragon Breath? I guess I coil to set up? I mean, I have to heal here because I can't risk it using Fusion Flare and me absolutely just perishing. You got nasty breath, bro. You stanky. Okay, one more return will do it. If he uses Ice Burn, we win. Slash. Okay. Oh. Well, that was easy. Bye, White Kyurem. It was cool to see you for like a minute or two. What the fuck? Apparently, yes, because Kyurem is allergic to using Fusion Flare or Ice Burn. Old man here is a bit angry his plans were foiled twice, but wait until I tell him. His whole team's about to be swept by a small, defenseless Snivy. His lead Koffagrigus is an attempt to Toxic Stall, but that makes it perfect fodder for Coil. And the rest of his team falls in line one after another, bowing down to my might. You! No need to shout, brother. I'm standing right in front of you, I can hear you. Hi, Reshiram. Chat, you're just gonna let your Reshiram go like that? The only thing left at this point is to prove once and for all that my genocidal Snivy is the strongest Pokemon in the entire region. Clearing out Route 23, we made it to the badge check, where N gives us some parting words. Different ideas. World. Change. Chemical reaction. Big changes. League. Your own truth. Store. Thank you, N. Oh, beautiful. Victory Road, the final frontier before the Pokemon League and the Elite Four. Here is chat's final opportunity to use everything they've learned across the entire game. Here we go, chat. Did you get your Reshiram? They can see exactly what my Snivy is going to do. Oh, look. Ember, oh, pathetic. Oh, get him, Snivy, get him. Silly Fire Pig, we don't even need to be a stage 2. We don't even need to be evolved. You're just dead. You're just gone. And you guys thought you could handle Reshiram if you can't handle an Ember. And it's never enough. With only 5 trainer fights left in the game, there's a little bit of preparation that needs to be done. Back in Lentimus Town, I was feeling a little thirsty because of the dry air. But to remedy this, our Snivy can actually learn Aqua Tail. This will be important in a bit. At this point, Snivy was extremely close to level 85, so I did just that. Like, how do you think, like, 2 Scizors would go at it? Do they, like, scissor each other? 85! The last thing was to max out the power points on Leaf Blade and Coil, as we're gonna need them a lot, as well as using the 6 rare candies I collected throughout the run going into the Pokemon League at level 91. But I decided to make it more exciting. Once I enter the Elite Four, I am not allowed to save between Elite Four members. I have to beat the Elite Four and Champion Iris in a single try without whiting out. We'll be doing them in this order, and I'll explain why as we go. Ghost type Elite Four, Chantal. The reason we're fighting her first is because she has the greatest chance to end our run. In challenge mode, her Ace Chandelure has a choice scarf, increasing Chandelure's speed. Chandelure is the main reason why we need Aqua Tail. Luckily, similar to Getsis, she leads with a Cofagrigus that's easy to set up coils on, making every Pokemon besides Chandelure irrelevant. The unfortunate thing is Cofagrigus' Shadow Ball or Psychic can lower our special defense, making it less likely we survive Chandelure. If Chandelure outspeeds with its scarf, I don't know what to do. Oh, it does outspeed! Fuck, I'm probably dead! So that was a wash because I forgot to teach Snivy Light Screen. I was able to set up 5 coils with only 1 Spadef drop. Oh, I might just be dead anyway. -1 defense. I have Light Screen up, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, okay. Oh, dude. Okay. I managed to get my coil set up without a single Spadef drop. Fire Blast, it hits. Do I live? I'm at like full health, Light Screen. Oh! Oh, we lived! Oh my god, we lived a Fire Blast from a Chandelure. With Light Screen set up, Snivy barely holds on to smack down the Chandelure with Aqua Tail. The rest of her team folds behind the supreme power of our Snivy. And with that, Chantal goes down. Next up, the Psychic type Elite Four, Caitlyn. Much like Chantal, she's easy to set up coils on because of her lead, Musharna. The only slight problem would have been her Metagross, but because we have Aqua Tail over return, her Metagross goes down without even getting a turn. The next 2 could really be done in either order, but I decided to do the Dark type Elite Four, Grimsley. Here, I got a bit lucky because setting up on his lead Liepard would have been a bit of a pain because of Attract. But I just so happened to get the 12.5% chance of a female Snivy, making Attract irrelevant, and Grimsley completely falls apart. The final Elite Four member is Fighting type Marshall. He leads with Throw, which doesn't have the ability to kill me, but he has Bulldoze and Rock Tomb, which both lower speed. To counter, I used a Guard Spec, which prevents stat reductions. Once Coil is set up, Marshall concedes the battle, but not until after his entire team is demolished. Yeah, we're good. Okay. The Elite Four is done. 1 fight left to go. Aqua Tail has served its purpose, and I retaught return, as well as going with Light Screen over Reflect. Welcome, Challenger. Oh, we have to step forward, huh? We have to step forward? Okay. Brace yourself. Let's go, dude. Champion Iris leads with Hydreigon. Unlike every member of the Elite Four, Iris does not lead with a Pokemon that's easy to set up on. This Wise Glasses Hydreigon 2-hit KOs Snivy with Fire Blast. And with Light Screen, we're down to just over 50% health. To be able to set up Coil, I have to stall out all 5 of Hydreigon's Fire Blasts. A single critical hit sends us back to the beginning. And we all know how my luck has been throughout this run. Okay, Fire Blast number 2. It doesn't mean shit when it crits you twice in a row, Freshwater, and then another crit. No crit, no crit. Okay, that's Fire Blast number 2. Come on, come on. No crit, no crit. Air Slash sucks so much. That's a crit! This time I'll equip Light Clay, will set up, and I won't get crit. Okay, nice. That was a bit of a higher roll. Come on, just miss one. Miss one. Oh my god, dude, he's hitting every single one. That's crazy. 4 for 4. I have never seen 4 freezes in a row. Oh, you're making my butthole clench, bro. Okay, he has one more fire blast. Miss. No. Oh my God. Come on. Nice. Okay, it's out of fire blast. It is out of fire blast. Let's go. We have a chance. We have a chance. I set up coil 4 times and return Hydreigon. Hydreigon is gone. Okay, that's 1 mod down. Oh, because Lapras has Blizzard. I see. But you're too slow, Lapras. You're too slow. Absolutely gone. Send in your next Pokemon, Iris. Kacero has Focus Sash. So it gets 1 attack on me. X-Scissor. It is going to use X-Scissor. Focus Sash. It D-dances. Okay, interesting. Does it have speed? Was that greed? Wait, no, that's greed. She's gonna heal. This kills. She greeted her only chance. Okay, return. Haxorus is gone because Focus Sash was used up. There we go. It's not like Surdy. It's a one-time Surdy. Druddigon. This thing does not have rough skin. It has sheer force. So we return and we'll be fine. We'll still be full health. Druddigon's down. Okay, 2 more. Aggron. Okay. This Aggron also does not have Sturdy. It has Rock Head. Come on, it should die. Nice. Last one is Archeops. Come on. Her only chance is Crit Acrobatics. Never mind. That's game. That's game. This thing only has Flying Gem. And with that, we have beaten Pokemon White 2 with only Snivy. It is possible forever and always. The video won't release in a year. It'll release in like 2 months. But we did it. Snivy did it. Touch Grass did it. And now there's only one more thing I've left to do.
There, are you happy?
Yeah, no, I think I prefer inside. But if you want to see what I'll torture myself with next, you might as well subscribe. We're closing in on 20,000. And if you want to see these challenges, I stream them live right here on this channel. In fact, I could be live right now. But for now, that's about all I got.